Hello everyone, welcome back. Sorry about the prolonged intro. Uh, Technical stuff. So, um, let's get moving. Yep. All right. Just adjust the microphone. Let's see if I can do this. All right, here we are. Off camera, and a little in the bonus clip, I walked back to our 200,000 ending point. So that we could start exactly where we left off. And I am excited to see where we will go in this episode. We're going to be placing a lot more beds now. No, we're not dying to Maddie again. Coincidentally enough, I noticed this iceberg here, and it's rather ominous because when we hit 100,000 blocks, there was an iceberg, and Maddie spawned there also. So, we average about one Maddie every 100,000 blocks, which, all things considered, I'm actually quite happy about. So, with that in mind, here it is, 200k. And we have stuff, we've got quests to do, places to be, and I'm excited to see where this series leads us today. So let's align ourselves with the direction. Here it is. We need to go this way. This was a short-lived but well-liked camp. Let us continue on. Thank you to everyone who's joining us. Kevin Tipa says, here we go. Freak Gamer puts a yellow heart. Thank you so much. We are back on the move to hopefully 250k today. I think the new standard motion for us is 50,000 blocks per episode. We set an unreasonable standard in the last two episodes, 11 in season 2 episode 1. So for season 2 episode 2, 50,000. Yeah. A sad turn of events, mainly. But it's not bad because the only thing we're expensing is my back, which is going to be in rather a lot of pain by the end of this. But that is no problem. 2.5 hours from now, we will be at 250,000 blocks. We might even get there faster, depending on what we do and choose. So where's our boat? Alright, we're going to go down a bit and spawn a boat. Get in it, and it's our underwater boat. Yep. Very nice boat. We'll keep an eye on our... Oh, our saw shield just took damage from a megalodon. That's sad. Now we gotta go up and get air. Alright, realign. That was a mistake. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Alright, continuing on towards our goal. That direction. 10 million blocks in Block Story. There's a boat. I've counted a lot of these boats so far. They are like pretty common as boats go. There's another number of these boats also. So in the last episode, we've encountered a number of interesting terrain glitches. Not perhaps as many as we had seen in episode 11, but hopefully more will start to appear that will intrigue us, because we like these terrain glitches to appear. They're the bread and butter of this series. How far can we push this game? How strange will it look when we are done? What do we have over here? Some greens on the shoreline. Let's see. Greens, yeah. Registers as its own thing. Continuing on. That looks like a new variant of the tree. Baobab. Got two schoolhouses next to each other. Quite nice. And another one of these towers. things we'll need to do soon. We need to repair our dark axe. It has been taking a lot of damage, and we'll need it if we are to get anywhere fast. It helps us with our mana, as we discovered in episode 11. The infinite flying abilities of the dark axe. In about 10,000 to 15,000 blocks, so I guess around 13,000 blocks, we will have, in 3 episodes, traveled the entire distance of the first 10 episodes of Season 1. So that'll be quite exciting. It's good to know that we can make such better progress. This is an interesting looking ocean, actually. It's quite shallow for a basin, and it goes on for quite a long stretch for a very shallow ocean. This is interesting, actually. I'm going to bookmark it. I want to come back here and explore its secrets. There's also a iceberg that is spawned in the ice flats itself. Freak Gamer, why don't you use angel wings for flying? I do not have angel wings, that is the reason. This initial gear that I have, I cheated in 11.30. All the way back then. It was 2017. The angel wings didn't exist. But, yeah, they'd definitely be good to have now. So we'll have to do the quest that gets them at some point. I still do want to go to outer space. However, it is difficult to get there without a diving suit at a bare minimum. One thing we do need to look at, though, is the tools. We need to know what a bucket costs. Okay. 7 wood. So if we dig quickly, dig 3 of these, we can make a bucket. 2, 3, and then we'll actually get 2 more, so we can have 2 buckets. There's a boss next to us. Yep. Continuing on. The weather has gotten a little grim. That's okay, we are actually going to make it day. Alright. Very good. Continuing on. We do need to get a source of food, though, as we are almost out of food in our hunger bar. Oh, that's new. One of these spawned in a sinkhole biome. Bit of a canyon here. Moving on. Ooh, we've got a town coming up on our left. It's like a hillside town, as well as a bit of an abomination snow biome. It's got just enough trees to qualify as a snow biome, but is in the middle of a desert, completely landlocked. Yep. Do we bookmark it, though, is the question. Or is it close enough? Let's not bookmark it. We don't need to. It's not really so striking. We know that abomination biomes, as they're known, appear every now and then. Oh, look at that house. That's quite the house. It's been a while since we've encountered one of those. They're quite rare, actually. Not every town has one. But well then, I actually used to think castles in towns were rare. Huh, look at me now. But anyways. Igloos. That is a shorter igloo than that one. That's of note. Snow biome. And Forgotten Sky does appear to be approaching, so we may see another plateau. Yep, well, that's close, but we may see another plateau as we continue to ascend to a higher plane. Approaching the 5,000 block mark for the episode. It's not really that important, but you know. Oh, what do we have here? This looks neat. Kind of we're in a rock biome, but it's just got a kind of like cave thing underneath. What have we got there? Just emeralds. Neat. Is there anything particularly interesting about this one? It's got surface rubies. Might be a good chance for us to get some gold since we're here. Can we dig this any faster? No, that's slower. Alright. Gold is something we desperately need due to its use with the alchemist. Pretty soon we're going to need to start buying our own teleporters from the alchemist in order to make our camps every 10,000 blocks. And as well as to mark monuments that we wish to return to easily. Just getting some gold. Let's see, how much do we have? 22. I think I want to be carrying around 50 in general. I won't stop here any longer, but just I kind of want to have that as my goal. Like, have 50 gold in you at any given time. It's useful to us. So, it's definitely something we should think about. Alright, so as we continue, there's a river into nothing. What do we have here? Bit of a cave. Nothing special. Quite a dense forest upcoming. It's kind of a jungle grasslands cross. What is this tree type? I don't know. Some kind of... I don't know. It's not an oak. These are oaks. So it's... It's a good question. We do need food, so we'll have to... Oh, our saw shield. Where is it? There it is. Oops. Oh, we got a bit of a canyon and a surface river. Actually, how deep does this go? Pretty deep. That's pretty interesting. Let's follow it. See how far it goes. It doesn't seem to go on for very long. That's too bad. Oh. This is an interesting cross. An isolated grasslands desert thing. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these spawning in a grasslands and not a desert, actually. So that's something to note. There's an eagle. Alright. Moving on. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is something. Quite the roof. Quite the roof. I might take a bookmark of this place just to see how interesting it is. Wow, look at that. Yep, I'm going to bookmark this place. It deserves some looking at further. Alright. Continuing on. volcano. Another bit of one of these rather dense looking forests. It's interesting. Oh, this area does not ever disappoint, does it? Wow, look at that. It's pretty cool. Moving on. It's quite the area, actually. Yeah, it's very interesting. Another one of these open surfaced caves that we've been running into more recently. Seems to be increasingly common. Alright, let's continue. Ah, we really need some... Let's stop in this forest over here and see if we can find some apple trees. Our bread is we need to save our bread for more emergencies. Because it's not the easiest thing to make when you're on the road. So yeah. We may have to fly over here to get to a more reasonable biome that contains apples. Alright, let's... Hydra! I'll take a picture of you, actually. We don't see you very often. Alright. Continuing on. Oh, well, we'll stick out the food for as long as we can. School cave? Cool cave. Seems to be nearing. There might be a plateau soon. I would like to see a plateau. Highest possible point. Yeah. As we continue on, it seems it took us... Alright, so I'd bet we average about 30 minutes per 10,000 blocks, just based on what I'm looking at in the live streaming. So we probably want to cut that down a bit, but other than that, it's pretty good. Oh, more interesting sinkholes. This is a rather large river. Continuing. So it seems there are some interesting conversations about challenges going on in the Block Story Discord. I'm excited to see how that turns out. It seems Alpha, or just Awesome Man, or Mitchin, as he's known currently, is going to be attempting some kind of challenge that he's set up under the community. I'm excited to know how that goes. Truly am. Oh, this one's huge. Absolutely huge. Wow. That's really big. Cool. Continuing on. Approaching 8,000 blocks of travel today. Oop, this is neat. Oop, Maddie. There's a Maddie. Hello, Maddie. I'm approaching the eyes. Oh. Now we get away as fast as possible. Because Maddie was buffed recently. It's really strong. Maybe I'm pushing my luck with this a bit. It's still cool. Alright, we're gonna go away. Our luck with Maddie has not been the greatest. Continuing on. What do we have here? Is it an ice village again? Does appear to be, yep. On the ice flats. Oh, maybe this forest will have some apples. that we can eat. Oh, they do have coconuts, though. Actually, we can use that. Let's grab these. Something, at least. Alright, that'll cover us for a little while. We will not impose any longer. This is a rather large-looking town, so we will go over here. Ah, neat. These, let's see if there's a market we can go to. Where would be a market? There's a market. Alright, well, let's go there. See if we can get some food from it. Not seeing an apple stall in this one. Nope. Alright, we'll have to find a different one. That's okay. Continuing this way. Some smaller boats here. These are cool. I like them. Aaron spawns in this town. Neat. More iron blocks. I feel like iron blocks are a very common addition to the new terrain generation of since the Outer Worlds update's release. They're everywhere. Oh, what do we have coming up here? It seems like a rather significant mountain. Yeah. All right. It's got a cave in it here. Let's see if it has any defining features on top. So it's not a volcano, it's just a grasslands biome. Neat. Rather tall. So we'll just mark it here and keep going on. Are we going in the right direction? Yep, we are. All right. Moving on, we're approaching 21,000 blocks. So that'll be good. It's about the distance. 10,000 blocks is the distance I had to travel off camera recently. That was fun. I had no problems with it. It was actually quite refreshing to look at the terrain again. Though admittedly there were fewer defining features in that stretch, but that was okay. Another ice village. Sorry, yeah, there's an ice hole here. Seems like we'll be ending on the flats today. Almost there. Alright, here we are. Put bed down, and then we'll sleep in it. 21,000 blocks in today's episode. Let's put a sign down, shall we? $2,100K. 210,000 blocks. Continuing on. So it seems there is this challenge that has been posted in the Block Story Discord server is something to do with, it's like called Speed Hunt or something. It's quite interesting. I'm allowed to mod the speedrun character to know all the recipes for convenience. Only one creature will be targeted and killed per run. Yeah, Speed Hunt. It's got a bunch of rules. I'm definitely interested in trying it out. I think if someone else does it and sets a standard, I will probably aim for that as well. I'll probably do it so that I can compete, because I'm more of a competitor than any standard setter myself. It'll be quite interesting to see how that goes. I heard something about a Twitch stream going on from Mitchen that I'm excited to see, because I would definitely like to know how that goes. Alright, what do we have going here? Will this be an island or just an underwater spike? Just an underwater spike. Now what I want to know is, will we ever see one of these underwater spikes appear dramatically above the water? Yeah. That is something I want to know. Wow, okay, so this is going on for quite some time. This village is rather extended. I'm interested in this. I wonder what the rationale behind creating a village this long was. Alright, Freak Gamer number 1 says in chat, can you kill Paula or Aaron for entertainment? I don't see why not. We could try that. There's Wizard. Apples. There's some apples. I'm gonna take this person's apples. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Killing Paula or Aaron. Okay. We'll have to look for who has the least amount of health in this area. I would imagine probably Aaron, but I might be wrong about that. Sorry, person whose tree this is. Mine. Well, that'll do. Alright, so let's find a good Aaron or Paula to encounter. I think that'll be good. Let's see. Probably, yeah, let's go to land first. I don't want to do it over the ocean. Yep. I suppose that's a reminder. Anyone who posts a challenge in chat, I am obliged to at least attempt it to a certain degree. It's kind of I said that in episode 1 of this series, way back when. So, I still kind of stand by that. Though, walking is still my priority. Let's hope we find land soon. Only Fuzas seem to spawn in those villages over there, so I'm going to avoid that. Let's see, is there an Aaron under here? Nope. Not yet. Alright, continuing on. Let's find a Paula or an Aaron to exterminate for entertainment, as Freak Gamer has said. Let's see. What have we got going here? Tower. I haven't seen this tower yet. What does it look like? It's just a tower. Alright, nothing important there. What do we have here? Kind of a double layered house thing. Cool. There are lots of options to hunker down in this game. If you want a house, they're pretty much everywhere. I actually wouldn't mind an ocean house. I think that'd be pretty safe, all things considered. Less T-Rexes, more Megalodons. Just go to the most recent in the Discord server so I can keep up with that conversation as well. Alright, continuing on. More ocean. In fact, this ocean seems to be going on for several thousand blocks, which is fine, but tedious. Ooh, we got some archways underwater. We haven't seen any of those in a while. Wondered when these would appear. Yep. Let's go through here. Whoosh. Neat, neat. Alright, continuing towards our final destination, if you will. 10 million blocks. That direction. It's the pitch I've been using so far. It's what makes this series so interesting. As you can see, our shield, the one and only, the saw shield, has been our kind of glitch counter. It keeps track of the decimal floating point loss, precision loss that we have. Let's do a bit of swimming, shall we? Alright, we need to find an Aaron or a Paula to fight. Ooh, a windmill. We'll probably go over to that town then. Yep. Let's see. There's a good spot. We'll need a good weapon too. I have just the thing. Aaron, Paula, where are you? Aaron, you have 4,200. Paula has... Oh, that's way easier for Paula. We're going to do Paula. Let's have our... We'll just use Great Sword. Put a bed down so that we're not teleported back if we die. And we'll make it daytime, so it's just us and them. Alright, good. Don't mind if I do. Actually, this is pretty one-sided. Ouch. Let's reduce our armor damage, though, because we don't want to lose our armor. Watch this. Ha! It's a tie. I guess. That was easy. We even got the kill because we killed enough of... Wow, that is... Whoa! Okay, that bed is not coming back with us. Oh, the item died. That's a shame. Okay, let's kill Aaron now. Just quickly. I'll have to watch out. He has a dragon shield. Ouch. Oh my god, I'm on fire. I didn't know he did fire. Alchemist! Look, 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 look. Wizard, Aaron, Alchemist, they all turned against me. That's never happened to me before. I didn't think I'd have to fight all of them. I mean, I can take Alchemist any day. But... Whoa. Let's keep out of range of Wizard. Maybe we can use a more powerful weapon. Oh, we need our saw shield. Actually, we can use this. Oh my god, this is terrible. Oh my goodness. Talk about unprepared. It's brilliant. Truly the best strategy there is. It spreads. That must be a bug. Also grass, really? Grass lights on fire? Whatever. Actually I can do this with wizard too. Oop. Never mind. I have been known to be able to kill wizard using lava. But we won't worry about that now. Alright, well, that was fun. Let's continue on. Push more challenges in the chat, if you will. Castle? Another castle? There might be a bed in here, actually. We might want to look into grabbing that. No, doesn't look like it. What about up here? Nope. Up here? No. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll move on. Brief detour. What do we have here? It's a roadway. I like this road. Quite nice. Paved stone. Continuing on. 40 minutes since the live stream began. We are 14,000 blocks from 200k. I should say we've walked 14,000 blocks. It's not a ton, but it's something. We'll keep going for a while. I think, yeah, I guess we'll try for 50k. See how well that holds up. It's a long way. It's a long road. I won't force anyone to stick around for that, but you may. I'll probably talk my way through it. It's like look at that amazing hole that just spawned in the side of this desert thing. Yeah. See? Whoa. Whoa. What is this? It's a chunk border. Didn't like this, so wow, this is quite interesting, actually. Okay. Found something to bookmark. Don't mind if I do. Good. Continuing on. I see a compilation video in my future where I go over all of the cool things we've found. We certainly have found a lot of interesting things, I have to say. More small volcanoes. So the terrain's kind of flattening out now, but it's sharp on one side, but it's flattened. So this is your like stereotypical image of Blockstory: desert on one side, castle on a slightly raised higher side, or sorry, trees with a volcano. It's a pretty typical Blockstory image. Yeah. So, let's see. What do we have over here? Bit of a hill thing going on. And a bit of a chasm sinkhole here. And another one right through here. Let's see, is there anything particularly cool about this one? It's got a bit of a bridge ledge here. It's kind of it's kind of a ledge. Like, quite the natural feature. That's cool. Be more interesting if we had a car, because we could just run over this ledge on a car. Neat. Yeah. Something else, I have to say. Continuing on. Something over there. Something over there. Oh, we missed it a little while ago, but we have actually now traveled further than in the last 3 episodes, than we did in all of the first 10. So that was just a little while ago when we passed around a little over 15,000 blocks. So in 10 episodes of Blockstory, we managed in the last 3, episode 11, season 2, episode 1, season 2, episode 2, we've now traveled that exact distance in just 3 episodes. So that's pretty cool. All right, what do we have here? Just a bit of a hill. It's a rather interesting hill. Looking out over a desert. Let's see. It's kind of a perfect line right here. Let's see. Yeah, it is kind of just a perfect border. Like straight. It's pretty straight actually. Let's follow this a ways. See what we can come up with. Yeah, that is interesting. Keep going for a while. It kind of yeah, cool. We won't hang around there too long. It's not so interesting, but it's pretty cool. So we will hang around going towards 10 million. Oh, they're talking about dog breeds in the Discord chat. That's interesting. Freak Gamer. Will you reveal your face when your channel hits 1 million subscribers? I don't think I have to, really. I already have. I'm not really one of those people who would, like, wait. And my face isn't a reward, really. Like, I don't really care. It's nothing I'm trying to hide. So, I mean, yeah. There are a few videos on my channel. You can see what I look like. Admittedly, a younger version of me. I haven't done it in a while. I think there's a cameo in the how to make a webcam in Blender Game Engine. Yeah. One of my live stream tests has that also. Nothing dramatic. Yeah. Let's see what we have down here. Just a boat ruin surrounded by... No, it's a glass dome, actually. Interesting. Oh, yeah, it's a glass... Oh, it's got red glass too. Glass dome. Kind of elongated glass dome. I haven't spent much time exploring the New Atlantis. It looks cool enough. Though it's a bit smaller and less impressive than the old Atlantis. That's okay, though. No complaints from me about that. What do we have here? Just kind of a jet out. Pretty cool. We are going to make it daytime, because this is not very neat. Alright, daytime. Hello, Giggles. You can stay right there. Alright. What do we have going on up here? Okay, so we've got a... Oh. What is this? Huh. Floating grass. Neat. No, but seriously, what is this? Just a bridge, kind of. It's pretty cool, though, I have to say. Yeah. Okay. Sure. This is neat. Another cave side crevice. And a bridge. Let's follow this. Yeah. Pretty uneventful, actually. Actually, it's pretty long, all things considered. Yep. Pretty long. And might even go further. Let's see. Yeah, it probably does. We'll have to, I do wonder about infinite caves, if those are a thing, but probably not. Oh, let's hope for a plateau. Any sign of a plateau? Doesn't look like. Oh, it keeps going up though, so maybe. Stone biome. Oh, there's one. There's a plateau style. Let's see if we can match that with anything. Is there anything to match it with, like a terrain feature that goes up really high? Or this is a rather large stone biome. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, so we did have some form of plateau, just no like cool terrain features that would bring us close to it. We've kind of flattened out a bit. I do wonder sometimes about checking if you can have similar looking terrain with different in different biomes. So something to look at. It does seem to continue a bit. We kind of hit like a really long flat top. That's cool. Let's see if we can find another one. Oh, earthquake. That's cool. Nope, not quite. It's pretty close though. Pretty close. It's kind of a fun area, if nothing else. Wouldn't mind seeing it again, actually. It's a rather large area. Oh, there's a waterfall. Let's check this one out. Yep. This is kind of as good of a find as you could ever find in your world. You're like, I'm level 0 and I want to go to the Forgotten Sky. Well, I don't have much mana, but I can fly over to this waterfall and swim the rest of the way up. So in that regard, this is pretty good actually. So we may bookmark this. Cool. Because we like it. It's cool looking. And there's no problem with bookmarking cool looking things. Now, if the remainder of our journey was to take place in a rather neat looking area like this, that would be rather interesting, I would say. Oh, we passed 20,000 blocks, actually. Interesting. Where was it? It's pretty much right when I put the teleporter down, actually. Well, I won't worry too much about this then. We can keep going. So we're heading towards 230,000. So that'll be neat. Bit of a canyon going down here. Nothing to make of it though. Double schoolhouse. Pretty standard. Nope, wrong way. Going this way. I would like to follow it this way, but though, because that's okay. We had to descend away from the plateau eventually. It's a shame though. I always like plateaus. Not as it takes a while to get to them. You don't run into them as often as you'd like. It's just Midlands now. Continuing on. We've got 8 quests on right now. We do need some materials, it would seem. Should probably do this one at some point. It's one of the easier ones to achieve. What do we have? Yeah. Fork in the river. Nothing of note really though. Moving on towards 10 million. Let's see for more terrain features. Let's see what we got here. Kind of a puck shape. And another one of those wild looking caves. Let's see. Nope, never mind. It's just a regular sinkhole. Well, not really a regular sinkhole. It's a pretty cool looking sinkhole actually, but nothing too important to us. We've seen enough of those in our time to have seen them all, unless a more interesting one appears, in which case we will have not seen them all and we'll bookmark the more interesting one. Because that is how we roll. Okay, what do we have? Another sinkhole. I like sinkholes because some of the most interesting terrain features happen in them. So I do like to track them a ways. It might be a good idea actually to decrease our tracking on the z-axis of it. Trying to go closer to 0, 0. Because if we track 0, 0 long enough, I want to see if we start seeing repeat terrain. And we can't really do that if we keep moving side to side. That's interesting, but not important. So we might have to decrease our z-axis, or increase our z-axis, I should say, because it's in the negative direction. So technically we are actually decreasing our direction with every walk in the negative x direction. Something to think about. Here's a canyon. Moving on. What do we have here? Pyramids. I've been told they've extended them down a bit. I'll check that out sometime. It doesn't have to be now. Bear. Continuing on. As we approach 300,000 blocks, we should start thinking about what we're going to do for pi when we hit destination pi. It won't be as fun as the 3 million one, because when we hit 3 comma, that'll be more interesting to us than anything else, but we should definitely build something for pi. So maybe we'll make a pie, for example. We'll do a lot of baking, or build a pi symbol. We'll build a 1/2 tau, a 2 tau, 1/2 tau. We'll build a 1/2 tau symbol for pi when we hit pi. For those of you who don't know, tau is just 2 pi. 2 times pi. So, yeah. Some argue that tau should be the official marker for circles instead of pi, because technically tau is an entire circle, whereas pi is only half a circle. So that's the argument, because generally speaking, you just put 2 pi in your equation anyways, because that's a circle, not 1/2. Not just pi is one instance. So we could just write tau instead of 2 pi. Kind of efficiency thing. Plus, if you break tau into fourths, so if you say tau divided by 4, that's a quarter of a circle, rather than saying the weird, what is it? It's pi over 2. Half pi, that's a quarter of a circle. It's not as intuitive. So, it's the things we contend with. Making math intuitive. As we approach 224,000 blocks away from spawn, we're in a deep sea biome, and we are continuing our journey. It's 10 million. Ooh, there's some kind of guild hall looking thing in front of us. Let's take a look inside. I feel like I've been... Oh, no, I haven't been in this building before. Wall of coral. It's full of coral. How do we get into inside the actual guild hall, I wonder? Other side, maybe? Interesting. How do we get inside the guild hall? Oh yeah, other side. Oh no, it's a church. Cool. Continuing on. Is this the right direction? Yes, yes it is. Continuing on towards 10 million. Yep. As we move on, let's see what we can find. Our goal is 250,000 blocks for today. It could take us a long time, but we're still going to do it because it would be fun. We have surpassed our rating of 10,000 blocks every 30 minutes, so we can get a lot further every episode than in prior times. We are streaming every second day, so we take a day off each time, and then yeah. Freak Gamer, how do you count blocks during flying? This thing. That's how I count blocks. It's the FPS counter. It updates one number every block we travel. Quite useful. I'm assuming that's what your question is. If it's not, please clarify, and I will answer it again to the best of my abilities. Oops. $225. A quarter. We are officially a quarter of the way to 300,000. From 200,000. So it's good. A quarter of 100,000. We have traveled in today's episode. Though our goal is half. So our stream is halfway done. At exactly an hour and 1 minute. So we have, if we keep going at our rate, we can probably finish off at exactly the 2-hour mark. We're going much faster now that we've learned to fly. Yeah. It's much more efficient flying like this. And that's given to us thanks to the power of this dark axe here. Lets us fly indefinitely towards 10 million blocks in that direction. It's got a bit of a medieval ship on the right. Ooh, let's see. It looks like we have land coming up after this ice flat. Yep. Let's hope it's proper land, not just an island. Does look to be the case. Proper land, not just an island. Good, good. Alright, so let's touch down here and keep walking. Actually, we should eat. Here we go. And we'll just fill up our hunger bar. So what do we need to give to Ted? Let's just take a look. He needs 50 dirt and 50 sand. So we should definitely get that done in this episode. That way we can get further towards completing the quest that Ted has given us, because we would like to do that. So we have a shovel. It's a nice. Actually, we have a bunch of shovels. A nice iron shovel. Let's do it. 50 dirt blocks. Oh, level up. I think I know what I want to do with those skill points. Should we... Actually, I'll ask that in chat right now. What should I do with these skill points? Should I invest in making the walking easier, or should I invest in more convenience, like life-wise? Should I invest in my health? What should I put these new skill points into? I will await your responses in around 30 some seconds when the stream catches up to you. Oops. Let's just grab iron, dirt. Or should I just invest in some random thing like gun damage or bow magic or bow shot force? Something you'll never use. Actually, early on guns are one of the best weapons you can have in the game, because by default they're leveled up way higher than your typical weapon. Free Gamer says, Lump, I think shovels are only for sand. Really? That's lame. What on earth is dirt? Do we use it? No, that's definitely not a pickaxe. Hammer? Nope. Stone shovel. What? Let's try the iron shovel. Pretty much the same speed, actually. Let's use the stone shovel. It does seem to be a slight improvement. It's not as fast, but it's certainly better than using my hand. My hand is slower, to put it mildly. So we're going to use this. Where are we at? Hello there, Ice Elemental. We need... Oh, we have dirt. Okay, so we need sand next after this. So let's fly onwards. Is this the direction? No, this... Yes, this is the direction. Okay. So we'll get some sand from this shoreline here. We're supposed to use this one anyways. Kevin Deepa says fly speed. Okay. That's probably a good idea. Our swim speed does seem to be a little better than that. Hello, Invalid Mace. What says what's up? Hi. Just quickly deciding what we're going to be putting our skill points into. Kevin Deepa says fly speed. So by default, I'm going to put at least one to fly speed. And yeah. Okay, we have sand. Now we need stone and wood for this quest. So we don't have an axe yet, so let's make one. We have the stone too. I think it was something like 3 stone for an axe. We needed to do this anyways. There it is. We haven't had an axe in a long time, actually. So does he mean wood like this is a wood block? Yes. Okay. This is annoying. Here we go. mine and wood for our quest. So we will need stone after this. Let's see. Where are we at? We need more. Alright. Let's keep up the wood. We need the wood. So I'm thinking, seeing as we're doing so much flying and we're not really walking anymore, because we don't need to, though we may have to again once our dark axe breaks. There is a chance that, fly speed is probably the best thing. I do wonder about mana though we do seem to have good strategies of getting around mana requirements. This isn't even close to being fast enough. Put this down. I don't have enough. Oops. It's storage unit. I forget that sometimes. Yeah. So we'll have to... Where are we at? J. Oh, we have the wood. Okay, so we just need stone now. Take this nice pickaxe of ours. Actually, we have a hammer. We'll use that. And that way we can complete this TED quest and perhaps level up again within this time frame. Yes. Repair the dark axe while you're doing this, Kevin Tipa says. You are smart, and I am not. You are correct. We will do that. I think it's here and here? No. Okay, we'll do that. So we'll actually use our pickaxe for now. It's good enough. So we can see the stone in our inventory. I should have thought of that. Anyways, we need 50 of this, and then we can complete Ted's quest. $30, just a few more to go. And then we can complete Ted's quest. He's probably going to need us to get more materials again. And it's going to be sad. Alright, 10 more. 9 more, I mean. And we can complete Ted's quest. Because apparently you can't actually deny the quest. I tried that, and Ted didn't like it. There we go. How's this doing? It's okay. Where's a Ted? Actually, Alchemist. What do you have? Come down. Yes, thank you. Come into my office. That's a good price. Maybe. That's a better price than you could get in the store. I do want the mana. I'm tempted to buy this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It didn't. Do we not have enough? Oh, we don't have enough gold. Darn it. I wanted that. Maybe we can find a better price somewhere else. Yeah, this cave doesn't have any ore in it. Hello, Mr. Goblin. How's this doing? It's okay. We'll leave it at that for now. That's enough repairing. We need to get some iron axes anyways soon so that we can do better repairs. Okay, moving on. We need to find Ted. So next Ted we find, we can complete, so we can complete the quest. Alright. Ted. Oh wait, fly speed. No other suggestions, so we will do fly speed. The difference really isn't that much, but, you know, something helps. No, that's Paula. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Okay, let's see. We are approaching 228,000 blocks, which is good. Means we're getting closer to our goal this episode of 250,000 blocks. We are more than halfway there, which is good. That'll put us 3/5 of the way there, which is quite nice. And exciting. There are no good animals to ride during this. There's nothing that we could ride right now that would make us faster than flying, which is a bit of a shame. Like even our dragon, max level dragon, is still slow. So we're doing this. Let's see. Shiva's pretty fast. Eagles are okay. They're not fast enough, in my opinion. Yeah, this has been a problem with castles for a long time, where they spawn inside houses. Yeah, this isn't really a new bug, so we never bookmark these, but, you know. Oh, actually, what happened here? It's rather flat, didn't you say? Never mind, the battlements are just gone. Anyways, rather odd. Houses spawning inside of... I was right, the battlement is missing. It's sheared off. We can just keep this on camera. We'll take a screenshot. We don't really care about bookmarking that. It's not important enough to us. To me, at least. Continuing on towards our eventual goal, 10 million blocks. It's getting glitchy. It's not as bad as we... It's actually... the game's handling this all pretty well. Is that blue? Yeah, it is blue. So we have no real complaints with the walking. Chunk borders aren't faring too well, but they'll only get worse, so we can be pretty glad it's doing as well as it is currently. Our saw shield, unfortunately, is the real victim in all of this, especially when we turn sideways. It's pretty staticky. It's not a very solid item. It's a bit fluid, as we could say. Another ocean. Joy. Let's go to that island over there instead. Oh wait, it looks like we could continue on land if we go over there. We're going to do that because another ocean. Nope, doesn't look like our request is acquiesced. That's a shame. Alright, continuing on. See if this makes it through the ice flats or not. Does not. It's a shame. Would have liked that to be a bug. That's okay. It's funny we're actively looking for issues with this game. It's kind of fun. That's kind of the point of the series, actually. We're actively looking for problems with this game. All good. We are approaching 230,000 blocks in the negative X direction from spawn all the way back there, and a bit to the left actually, because of we've traveled a bit on the Z direction also. We may have to stop on a boat in order to hit our milestone. Or wait, here's another ice flat. We'll stop on it. Getting close. Getting close. Let us try this boat here. If we could have it be on this boat, that would be fun. Not quite. Not quite. Alright, well, let's move this way. 92. Alright, here we go. Sliding, sliding, sliding. That's okay. We will grab a bed. 6. Here's our bed. This is here. Sign. Let's see. 230k. Like so. Sleep. Set our new spawn point. So if we die again, we will head back here rather than further back. Sleep again, so it's daytime. As Ted Boat destroys that megalodon. Yep, it's gone. Continuing on to 240k. As our eventual destination for this episode is 250k. So now you know. As we continue on in this block game towards our goal, 10 million. Maybe I'll do a compilation of every time I say 10 million. That would be fun. See all the wacky things. I'm starting to think of more bonus content that I could add to this series, outside of the actual streams, because it's fun. I'm kind of floating my channel through its popular period right now, which is probably not the best idea. I'm not doing any solid uploads. I just passed 1,000 subscribers, and I'm getting more views now than I've ever gotten. More than almost. In fact, sometimes, like a few days ago, I got 24 hours worth of views in a day, which means I'm getting a day's worth of content viewed in a day. That was the first time that happened ever in my channel's history. And instead, I'm streaming through that instead of making proper uploads. Probably not the best idea, but I need to get through this period of fewer ideas that I have until I can continue. I need to start making tutorials again. I did a poll recently, and that's certainly what my channel wants. But, block story. Procrastinating since 2015 or 2012. Number one source of procrastination since 2012. Oh boy. George Doofish says, hello. That wasn't what I was saying oh boy for, by the way. I want to clarify that. Hello, George Doofish. Hi. Invalid Mace says, say 10 million times fast. I'm trying to interpret this in my mind. It's not working. Sorry, say 10 million times fast. That would be a stream. Oh boy. I could turn that into a thing. The next 100 episodes of this show is just me saying 10 million with a counter on the screen. Could keybind the backspace button or something to 10 million and just say 10 million times. 10 million, 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 10 million. My jaw is really weak. Have I ever mentioned that? I'm probably never gonna make it through this because my jaw is ancient. I've never been able to talk well. I have this thing where I talk over a word that I'm saying as I'm saying it. So I'm like, hallelujah. It doesn't make. How are you today? But you're like, how are you today? How are you today? It's the region of Canada. We don't use our jaws much because we're Nordic people. We don't talk to people. We stay indoors all day. It snows 70% of the year. So our jaws are really tight because we don't talk to people. It's the accent, right? What is going on over there? Now that is new. That I have not seen before. That looks like... Oh, cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool beans. Cool. I like this. This is why we do this. Lava walls. Neat. Neat. Very neat. Huh. Never did I imagine that would happen. Let's see, Invalid Mace. I'm just trying to make, say, 10 million times, more times for your times. You said 10 million compilation. Whoa. I'm unpacking this words. I'm just trying to make, say, 10 million quotes, more times for your times you said 10 million compilation. That. Wow, that is a mouthful. That is a word. I need a major in like English to look over that word for a little while and run it back to me in the form of an essay. He can make a 500 word criteria and analyze it, and then he can report to me on exactly what it means in 500 words, and then in like proper like scientific notation, and then I will respond, what is going on with this mountain? Will respond with a blank face and say that somehow made more sense than what just happened in my chat. Because, man. Yep. George Doofish gets it. 10 million times 10 million for 10 million. Yep. I don't get it. Alright. Moving on. More holes. These holes in the ground are becoming quite the nuisance, I have to say. Because, like, you're flying along and you're just landing and then suddenly, whoa, hole. We've already died, like, almost died multiple times due to them. In fact, I think we, like, in the earlier episodes, we actually did die to them. Okay, this weather is epilepsy warning. I just need to put that in. There's an epilepsy warning I have to, yep, epilepsy warning. Never would I have suspected. Weather is the... Yeah, this is bad. Wow. Invalid mace. The world compilation, or the fact I'm trying to make you say the phrase 10 million more. Word. Where does the word go? Earthquake. George Doofish says, could you please stop? My neurons are not ready for this. Good morning. Hello. I hope you're well today. Yep. Approaching 235,000 blocks. Just hit it, actually. So we're not approaching it anymore. It is in the past. It is gone. It is something for a past time. Something we will never have to worry about again. It's almost sad. Invalid mace. That was a typo fix from my world. Lol. You just made it worse, you know? Do I just fry people's brains now? Meme that. Someone meme that. I demand a meme for that. I want an image of someone frying a brain, and then in like bold font, I want it saying with Invalid Mace's image on the person frying a brain, and I want it there it says, do I just fry brains now? Fry people's brains now in bold text on the top. Yep, I want that. George Doofish. Both. Laughy face. Ha ha ha. Was that? No. For a second there I thought Maddie had just gone by me because I wasn't paying attention. We've encountered Maddie once in this episode. And once in the last episode. And once 2 episodes before that. Actually, it was 3 episodes before that. Nothing ever really matters. Continuing on, as we approach 240,000 blocks, bringing us 4/5 towards our goal of 250,000 blocks in this episode as we continue our journey towards 10 million blocks in that direction. Our saw shield survives another day. I was expecting, so let's see, when we actually reach, now that we've like gone like double the distance since like episode 11 began, like at the very beginning of episode 11 we were at 115,000 blocks. Now we're at 230,000. Has our saw shield since the beginning of episode 11 doubled in glitchiness? That's what I want to know. Or have we just, like, because we haven't hit the next threshold yet, doesn't really, it's the kind of the same. I'm thinking it's just kind of the same. Though I should actually look up what the next threshold is. I feel like that would be important to know. What? I should do this now. Int. 1 second, I'm just taking up the threshold. There was a nice page that had this very well laid out. Let's see, what's the next data type limit? Okay, let's see. No. Okay, I can't find it right now, but the next data type limit is sometime in between now and 10 million. It might be in the millions, it might be in the 100,000s. We don't know, but our glitched saw shield will be our test candidate for this all. Go saw shield, glitch like you have never glitched before. Invalid May says in chat. Yes. Those are motivational words, my friend. Our saw shield does appear to be breaking again, though, so we'll have to repair it when we reach our destination, because we demand that the saw shield reach 10 million alongside us as our wondrous independent variable. No, that's not test. What is the name for something like this that you have, like, what is it called? I'm not a science major. What would it be? Test article. It's like, you see a rocket, it's flying up, it's got the gravity tester thing. I wonder what it's called. They should add a prize at 10 million and empty chest. An empty chest. Just like they make a purpose, like building, like at 10 million, there's a building here, and inside of it is a chest. And there's nothing in it. Invalid Mace. The prize is a saw shield. The prize should be like, there's a saw shield in a chest there, but the saw shield isn't glitching. It'd be hilarious. Oh no, I have so many ideas. Oh, what do we have over here on the right? It's huge. It's absolutely massive. I wish it was a little taller though. What is this? What do we have here? This looks interesting. What is this monstrosity with the trees on the side going up? With the T-Rex, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. We will bookmark this actually, because it looks fun. And we like fun things. So, continuing on. I've lost my sense of direction again. This is correct. Cool mountain volcano thing. It's definitely probably a volcano. Yeah, it's a volcano. Mountain is something that has snow on top. It's a big hill with snow on top. Those do exist actually in this game. They're very rare, though. We encountered one in, like, the first episode, actually. Way, way, way back when. The very first episode of Walking 10 Million Blocks in Block Story. Encountered a mountain. It was grass coated, went all the way up, and it had snow on top. It was the weirdest thing. Weirdest thing I'd ever seen. Pretty rare, actually. Quite the mountain. Volcano. And then there was that really long volcano from episode 10? Or was it 9? Or before then? I don't know when it was. We haven't encountered another one, though. Or anything really like it. There's never been like a really, really long biome to match it since. A mountain of fire and death. Lamp. You retract it. Lamp. This looks fun. Retract this. That's fun. There's a mountain of fire and death. Lump. This looks fun. That's the quote. That needs to be a meme too. We need to put that in like meme things. George Twofish. Sorry for the grammar, but I am a little bit tired. It's almost 3 a.m. here. What are you doing up? Like, I know I don't stream exactly like well timed for international audiences, but like, what are you doing to yourself? Oh, look at that. We just passed 40,000 blocks. We're about to be killed too. I just know it. It's daytime, it's daytime, it's daytime. Oh, we're okay. Okay. Moving on. Oh wait, should I put a sign down? I should probably put a sign down. We're going to need to make more soon, but that's fine. 240k. 10,000 more blocks to go. Think you can stay with us that long, George Twofish? You are a valiant part of this season of Walking 10 Million Blocks in Block Story. In fact, you are part of this stream. Wait, what is this? This is cool. I haven't seen something like this before. It's like so tame for a desert mountain. What? 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 Say what now? What is this? What the heck? What? 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 What is this? What? 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 Bookmark. The what? The what? 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 What is going on here? This is... Wait, this is totally illegal. This shouldn't happen. This is not possible. There's absolutely no way. This isn't... But... There's no... There isn't a... Where's the... There's... There... What... What? Huh? What? I don't see an ocean, or a river, or a lake. What? Say what now? We're gonna leave this place. Yes. That place, does not belong. Confusing. These are confusing times. Yep. This weather, I feel like we missed many a terrain glitch due to the... Yeah. Yeah, Invalid Mates, that's the elevated hut. It's a beach house. There are also palm trees surrounding it. And there's a beach hut near it. Yeah. It's wrong. Beaches never spawn inland, as far as I can... I've never seen a beach spawn inland before. Honestly. Yeah. That is weird. These are weird times we are living in. Now the question is, do we find another one? I don't know. George Stufish, turn off the fog and weather. Sounds like a plan. Well, look at the fog, certainly. Yeah, could probably turn off the weather, too. I was trying to keep them on as long as possible, but they're getting a little difficult. How do I turn off the weather? Oh, that was close. Oof. Very close. Bit of a canyon going here. Man, the game looks so much clearer. Wow. I can see so much further. We are going to be noticing stuff that we've never seen before. Wow. It's so crisp. It's so clear looking. It's like, it's eye candy now that we've turned the wet. Wow. I didn't know the game looked this good. Look at that light. Oh, my eyes have been opened. The game is so pretty. It's purty. What have I been doing all this time? I left the weather on because I thought it looked good. Little did I know, I was missing I was missing everything. That's fine. I'm not mad. And we're out of apples. Alright, moving on. That squirrel is huge. Alright, wait, are we approaching another plateau? Ooh, please do. Please do. I like the plateaus. Plateaus are nice. Eagle eyes, invalid mace. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Very funny. Man, okay, this really does look a lot better. I'm not even kidding. Like, the weather was cool. Let's turn the fog on. Yeah, no, the fog sucks. What have I been doing? Dynamic fog? What is this madness? Why would I turn that on when the game can look literally this good? Yeah. This is blinding. Yeah. I wish there was a way I could mod the view distance. Like, I would love it if I could see like 1,000 chunks rather than just like 500. I think that'd be way cool. Absolutely cool. I actually modded, I think Blockstray 2 actually has the settings for 1,000 in each direction. But I'm not sure how well it actually works. Ooh, it's an abomination biome. Cool. We're going to follow this abomination biome. I think it's better called an abomination of a biome. Grasslands Igloo. Let's go inside the Grasslands Igloo. Is grass on one side? Ooh, my god. Going through doorways is like, it's pretty tough actually. Like, it's slow, and because we're like bouncing off the walls because of the terrain glitch. Yeah, I gotta say the terrain is like, it's moving back and forth almost. Like, and it's like, I think if we were walking like this direction, you can really see it. The terrain is glitching to the left and to the right. And it's not like a visual glitch. It's literally glitching to the left and to the right. That's probably why we're having so much trouble jumping on the negative direction. Because it's just the terrain is having some trouble. Oasis. An oasis. Here's an oasis. In the desert. Invalid mace. Just make it so you are able to see the 10 million mark all the way from spawn. Yep, that would be great. It would save us a lot of time and trouble. We could just see the madness ahead without actually having to walk there. Though admittedly, I kind of already know what's going to happen, but it's fine. We're still walking there. There's a... We keep finding like different buildings, new and unique buildings inside of these sinkholes. Quite neat. Yep. So the question is not what 10 million looks like, really. The question is more, is it possible to walk/fly there? That is what I have my doubts about. You see. Because while I definitely know what it looks like, I've been there in various creative modes, I do not know the ability to walk there. Now, technically, I did a creative mode fly on my mobile device a long time ago. So not in the new versions, but like ancient, like 10.0. I actually flew 800,000 blocks in creative mode. I don't have the world anymore, but I know approximately what it looks like that far out. Though, admittedly, that was in the positive. That was in the positive Y direction, positive X direction. So we're going a completely different direction than we did in that one. That was my test subject. I did discover it was pretty much impossible to reach even 1 million going that direction. So the question is, the hope is that negative X, the negative X direction is possible. So 1 million is kind of the test article. 10 million is really sketchy. So it is very... It's really going to be interesting to know if it's even possible to get to 10 million on the negative X direction, but it's certainly going to be more probable than going on the positive X direction, just based on the jumping mechanics. Because jumping is still possible this way, going this way. Invalid Mace. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. Couldn't agree more. George Two Fish, look at the biome borders. Indeed. They're getting quite pronounced. Invalid Mace. True. Or wait, at Invalid Mace. True. It's from George Two Fish, the message. Cool. We will have to watch out. Shivas are a bit of a problem for us. So we will have to... Shiva can one-hit us too, so if we even fly past Shiva, we're in trouble. So, keeping that in mind. We are 5,000 blocks away from our stream destination of 250,000 blocks. 50k worth of walking. And if we treated each block as a meter, that's 50 kilometers. Which to you Americans makes no sense, because like, what on earth is a kilometer? Like, who are these people talking in metric system? What, kilometers? What is that? Tell me the miles. And honestly, I do not know what that is in miles, because I don't use miles. They're not part of my daily life. I could tell you what it is in inches, but not miles. No, I'm kidding. I couldn't tell you what it is in inches. We still use feet and inches here up north, but you know, like, it's really anything important you want to do, you do in centimeters, and then meters, and then kilometers. There's no like yards. What's a yard? Is it the size of your yard? Though I think acres are still like primarily like, oh, we haven't encountered one of these yet. Cool. Oh, we're not going to get trapped in there again. Alright, moving on. George Two Fish, why the enemy Maddie can hit the Maddie pet, but the Maddie pet cannot hit Maddie? Those are the life isn't fair. That's why. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I wasn't around in Mindblocks when they added the Maddie pet, really. That's after my time. Well, it is kind of my time, but you know, I wasn't really involved in that. Invalid Mace. Screw the metric system. Let's make our own system of measurements. Hashtag Merca. Metric system. Merca. No, I get it. Maybe. No, I don't actually get it. I'm kidding. If you don't, I'm tired of using a Fahrenheit stove, but going outside and saying like, oh, it's 20 out in Celsius. And I'm like, why is my stove Fahrenheit? But like it's literally like I say it's like a good temperature outside is 20. That's like summer weather. Americans don't know what I'm talking about. It's like, what? Like 0 is the point at which water freezes. But then my stove is like, nuh-uh. So if I say it's like -10 out, and people are like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "It's pretty cold." I'm like, no. But admittedly, then you get your kind of like Canadianism, and you're like, -10. Nah, it's nothing. I could go on a sweater in -10 Celsius. Like, nah, it doesn't work like that. I don't even know what -10 in Fahrenheit is. Honestly, all I know is like 380. That's where I cook my food in the oven. Fahrenheit. Give me there's a lot of differences between the enemy Maddie and the Maddie Pet. Yeah, they should make the Maddie Pet have blue eyes. Invalid Mace. It's okay. I don't get it either. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's kind of more interesting in America because like you're all Fahrenheit. Because well, what is this? Anyways, what is this? Cool. Cool. It's like a palm forest. Bookmark. And bed. George Tufish, why don't you use a background music? Ah, background music. I did look into that actually for season 2. Um, I am compiling a list that is long enough to last enough time without being overly repetitive. It's difficult to find enough good copyright free music for that. Though I suppose I could just use. Never mind. Anyways, I will probably get a soundtrack in here. Though I'm obviously insulted that you wouldn't like listen to my voice constantly. Like, do I bore you? Like, eh, bruh. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, something to look into. Background music. Yeah, definitely something that is needed for this series to be semi more interesting. What is this month? Okay, is the terrain repeating? That's all I want to know. Because I think it is. In a different sort of manner. What? 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 Huh? Very interesting. Intriguing, I would say. Very intriguing. Huh. Someone knew where to build their teepee. Someone did. Invalid Mace. Instead of Fahrenheit and Celsius, let's all just measure temperature in degrees Kelvin. Yes. The only argument I could say in against that is because like you know what zero Kelvin is kind of Celsius in a sort of manner. It's just like 217 or so degrees off, or is it 72 degrees, 272, something like that. Anyways, it's kind of just the same thing. Only difference is where they start. Absolute 0 is Kelvin, and then like zero is just like absolute like 0 in Celsius. It's just 200 and some. So it's like they increment the same. It's just one's Celsius, one's Kelvin. You know, cause reasons. But yeah, Kelvin is definitely a good marker. Yep. I agree. Measuring things in Kelvin. It's like, ooh, it's 217 out today. Yep. And maybe a good warm day, it's like, oh, it's 227 out today. I'm like, yeah, that's a reasonable day. Obviously, I might be getting the conversion rate wrong, so maybe that'd be completely warm. I don't know. But I know they increment the same, so that's what's important to me. It's kind of interesting though, is because I measure weight is also measured in like pounds here in Canada. We kind of like kilogram. What's that? Your bacon is like grams. Use grams, but no, it's like if you're measuring something, you'd say it in pounds, not kilograms. Kilograms is that scientific method thing. Though we still use like volumetric things are kind of weird because you're like, what's a cup? It's a cup. It's like cups of size. It's not an amount. It's not a weight. It's just an like size. What fits in this volume? It's kind of fun. I hear it varies a little province to province though. Rich Two Fish. When I do online school, I eat a lot of food because the teacher cannot take it. Invalid Mace. 0 degrees, Kevin. Absolute 0. 0 degrees Celsius. Water freezes 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know. Pretty damn cold, I guess. Interesting. So Fahrenheit's just cold. Water freezes at 0 in Celsius. Kelvin is the absolute coldest possible point, where matter stops moving. Yup. 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 Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Stone biome with exposed ruby on the top. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I just like glaze over the fact that we just hit over 500k? Or sorry, 250k? Very cool. Only an hour and okay, so we just did like the same amount of distance we did last time, 50k, except in like half the time. It's pretty crazy. So we're getting way more efficient with this series. Not to mention probably the leveling up helped a bit. A lot, I'm sure. Ted! We never completed Ted's quest. City construction. Yay! Alright, let's level up. Okay, chat, what should I put these new skill points into? We did fly speed last time. Should we do that again? Or should we do something else, like loot distance, or bow shoot force, or underwater breath, because they removed underwater swim speed. That used to be a thing, like that you have to upgrade. It's underwater swim speed, but it's gone now. So, what should I put it in? Fly speed? I think I kind of have to do fly speed no matter what. So I'll put 1 in fly speed for sure. But this next one, it can go somewhere else, or in fly speed, or bow shoot force. It could go in bow shoot force. Could I go? So we just did in literally an hour, in 2 hours, hour 50 some minutes, hour 50 minutes. We did 50k, bro. So in if we put it up to 2 hours, we could make it to probably 275k. Wouldn't that be insane? Like our season goal is 500,000 blocks. That's it. Fly speed or walk speed? Cover more ground, man. Yep, you're probably right. Fly speed it is. So this is the question, what to do? I don't know. 150k. Kill Aaron to get his boots and walk slightly faster. Well, I kind of have the best boots in the game. Dragon boots. Oh wait, you're right. Walk faster with Aaron's boots. What are Aaron's boots? But yeah, fly speed is kind of the priority. So let's anvil. I think we kind of want to upgrade the saw shield. Saw shield could use a bit of upgrading. And we should probably smelt some more iron, because we seem to be going through quite a bit of it. There we go. Here we go. So our next monument will be at 300,000 blocks. It remains to be seen what we do once we're there. A new flipper, eh? That might be interesting. But our old flipper is just fine, so we don't really need it. Calorium for 5, that's pretty good. Best boots are amber boots, but Aaron's would probably be more useful in this adventure. Yeah, it's probably true. Though, now that we're flying, I'm not sure it really makes much of a difference if we have Aaron's boots or not. Okay, what do we need to do for Ted's quest? Oh god, really? Oh, that's annoying. What on earth does he need emeralds for? Beautifying it? Like, sure, I can take the coal ore, that's fine. I guess that's okay. Iron ore, fine. Emeralds? Like, seriously? Emeralds? You want me to get you emeralds? That's ridiculous. Ooh, alchemist. What are you? Destroyers, eh? That's expensive for a destroyer. So this alchemist is like way better priced than this one. Yeah, that's kind of expensive, considering one of those destroyers aren't even particularly useful. They're just like, you know, can dig blocks with them. 5 hits and it's destroyed. Oh, yay! All right, saw shield is repaired. Saw shield survives another day. Dark axe. Do we need? No, we'll have iron soon, so it's really don't need any stone. We could use some more furnaces though. So I will get some stone. I'd like to smelt things in one go from now on. Okay, here we go. Crafting table. And we're going to, craft a nice... Oh wait, no, what am I doing with my sticks? I need a furnace. Oh right, it's up here. Minecraft. My Minecraft days are not yet behind me. Iron block. Here we go. Just a few minutes, and we'll have a nice amount of iron going, and our dark axe a bit more repaired, so we can continue on our adventure with ease. Here we are at 250k blocks. It's probably the furthest anyone has ever walked in this game away from the spawn point. Probably not the furthest anyone's ever walked, but you know, I mean, I did fly most of it. Let's be real. I mean, honestly, by now I've probably flown most of this adventure. But still, feels like not too long ago since we hit 100k. Well, I mean, it does, because you know it was 2018 when we hit 100k. But no, it actually might have been 2017. Weird. Dredge Dayfish. Enable the block story music from the sound option for backgrounds. Okay, you guys can't actually hear this, but it is on. So I'm listening to sound. I'm hearing this music. I'm hearing its ridiculous transitions when it goes between biomes and everything. Can you guys? No, it doesn't appear so. So I will, in fact, give you some sound. Though I don't really like listening to the sound, so it's kind of... I'll put it there. And I'll up the stream on sound a bit. So you guys can tell me if it sounds good. Can you still hear my voice, which is quite important? Is it like obnoxiously loud? if it's obnoxiously loud, I'll turn it down because you kind of have to balance this a bit. Yep. There's a horse. We should try this out. Actually, I haven't ridden a horse in a while. Yeah, this isn't bad actually. Kind of fast. I haven't ridden a horse since Daniel's video. I can't. Wait, I can hit my horse. That's so bad. Okay, so just checking in with George. We can hear the music now, and your voice is fine. Good. All right, so if that makes the experience better for you guys, then great. I'll be riding this horse for a bit. A few minutes away from having our iron. I cannot click on it. Okay. That's ridiculous. I'm hitting my horse in the process of getting iron. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, horse. Come on. I want the iron. Out of the way. Out of the way, bud. Bud. There it is. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. So now we have a decent amount of iron bars. Come on. Come on, horse. Horse is not doing well, actually, for lag. Come on. Crafting table. Horse abuse. Yeah. This horse is free. Leave me. Leave me. I said leave me. I'm glad the horse left. What a reasonable horse. Shh. You didn't see anything. Nope. You didn't see anything. At all. Hammer. We haven't... Actually, very first episode of the game, we had an iron hammer, so it's kind of we're returning to our roots. An iron hammer. Yep. So now we're gonna make a nice iron axe to go with this. We used to have one of these also. And you know what? We could use a new pickaxe while we're at it. Alright. We will put this here. 30 seconds till our iron is done, and then we can continue our journey into the fog. I'm hearing teleporting. Oh, Alchemist just went through my teleporter. I hear boss music. It's coming from somewhere. Neat. Let's see if we can teleport our... I want to teleport my saw shield. Sometimes you can just like inch up on it and teleport your weapon. It's kind of fun. See? I am a single saw shield. I have but one. I can't use the item anymore. What? That's cool. Okay. It's annoying. Anyways, we need to get out of here because this boss music is beyond obnoxious to listen to. From my perspective, at least. Onward. Onward, Mask Knight. Anyone who gets that reference is a true cultured person. Onward, Masked Knight. And I will be very happy if you get the reference. That is your challenge, chat. We've already hit the episode goal, so we can kind of take it a little easy moving forward. Yeah. So, lots to do. Just getting some gold now. Let's be real, we've needed to get this gold anyways, so it's not really a big deal that we're getting it now. Sure, it's time consuming, but we have the time. This series was always meant to be kind of a survival series, so just kind of doing what we were supposed to all along. See what this alchemist has. Kind of lame. I might purchase torches, but this guy has one of these boats. George Twofish, I have to go sleep, dude. I am tired. Yes, you should. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. This boat. Pretty cool. Pretty cool boat. Thanks for coming. The Saw Shield and I bid you farewell. What is the updated goal for this series, I wonder? Or just this episode, I should say. I don't really have a plan moving forward. What to do? Ooh, earthquake. Where should I go? How far should I go? I was expecting the stream I was expecting it to take us way longer to get to 50k from 200,000. So I'm not sure what to do moving forth. You might push another 10,000 blocks. But, yeah. George Twofish says, have fun, good night. Thank you for coming, George Twofish. I mean it. So, this will make it easier for us to get to 300,000, for sure. I mean, obviously that's still a long way off, but, yeah. It's definitely possible. It's about 5:40 my time. I'll need to make dinner soon, or lunch. I need to make lunch soon. Vast ocean. These ice flats don't know where to spawn, do they? They're just spawning everywhere. It's been a while since we've hit an ocean, actually. Exciting. Very exciting. Alright, let's see what we've got. There's an apple stand. Good. Alchemist. Good. That is a really good price for rockets, actually. So I'm actually going to take these apples, because we need them. We do. Kind of a bad use for an axe, but you know, it'll do. Continuing on towards our goal of 10 million blocks. That direction. There's a Goblin Temple right there. Yeah. Continuing through. It's quite the temple. Worth a worthy destination. Black dyed poison plants are a new thing. Oh, look at this. Atlantis has gone above ground. It's just begging us to enter it. Except it's probably, how much space is could even possibly be inside of these? I don't know. Is there any? No, there doesn't appear to be. Let's see. There's no passages inside of these tunnels, tubes. Come on, let me go through. There. Ah! Wait, is that unobtainium? Weird. So there are still kind of passages through here. They're a bit small, I would say. But, you know, they exist. That's something. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of neat. Alright. That'll do for us here. Surface. Alright, let's head in the direction we are supposedly supposed to be traveling. Wrong way. Here it is. Alright. Towards 10 million. In that direction. Continuing on our journey. Towards 500,000 blocks for the season goal. Except we will probably make it... We might even make it to 1 million this season, honestly. I mean, just based on our progress. If we do 11 episodes like last season, which we might do. Or probably 10, really. Because let's be real, the first season was 10 episodes. So if we went ahead and did 10 episodes, I could see 1 million as being a possibility. That would be a really big deal, I think. If we made it to 1 million before this season is done, that would be absolutely crazy. And completely possible, I have to say. So it does beg the question, though: is that a worthwhile endeavor? Making it 1/10 of the journey in one season. That would kind of limit the prolonged content of this season, though, of future seasons, I mean. But it would be quite interesting. When we think, like, 100 episodes and we're at 10 million, would be quite something. Kevin Tipa, the pyramid! Exclamation point. Yeah, the pyramid. There are pyramids. But yeah. So, I might actually update the goal for this season to 1 million. Seems like something worth doing, honestly. I mean, maybe 600,000. I think we're gonna overshoot 500,000 by a long shot, honestly. Like we're making such good progress this season. We're gonna overshoot 500,000 by tons. Even if we do like a 12 episode, like I predict, I've already kind of predicted that like by episode 5 we'll be at 500,000. Like this is episode 2, so we might even get it there way earlier than that. Who knows? But I'm kind of pegging episode 5 for 500,000, and then for 1 million, who knows? Probably go to episode 12, we'll see. Try for 1 million. The Saw Shield can take it. I feel like our Saw Shield is doing surprisingly well right now. It doesn't look as glitchy as it was. It's kind of interesting to see, actually. Like, if we turn sideways, it's pretty bad, but like, it doesn't really look bad at all from this angle. I mean, it's not normal, I would say, but, it doesn't look bad. Oh, we reached a desert. Just gonna eat this apple. Keep our food up. Good idea. We're 5,000 blocks away from our destination. I think we'll stop at 260,000. 260K. It's a good destination for today. How's our armor doing? Our armor is actually doing pretty good, but we need a new necklace soon. So I want to get What happened? I want to get a necklace going for mana. Though actually, having a new health necklace might not be a bad idea, just because of how much health we need, generally speaking. Because just looking at it now, because we're about to lose a lot of our health bar. Like, just, like, here, I'm going to take it off, actually. And let's see how bad we are without it. Okay, we're not too bad without it. What does it actually add to us? Max health regeneration. Hunger regen... Okay, so it's just a regeneration. It doesn't actually give us more health. So we could totally get rid of the Necklace of Life for a more mana-oriented necklace. I think that would be smart, actually. So next Alchemist we see with one of those for sale. Alright, we've got a few more 1,000 to go, and then we will stop for today at 260,000. Good to get some extra mileage in while we have the opportunity, because we're making really good time in this stream. Really good time. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes since we started, and we are 56,000 blocks, 57,000 blocks from spawn. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's cool. Kind of a big barrier going on here. Quite something. Continuing on, we've leveled up twice this episode, which is a pretty good. We haven't really done that since season 1. We did 1 level last episode, but 2 in 1 episode is good. We'll probably complete more quests next episode, and it'll be very good. So as we approach, there appears to be a volcano full of fire and lava and grass covering it. Let's take a look. Yep, fire away. And a single tree surviving on the edge. Continuing across this ocean, soon to reach our destination. 10 million blocks that direction of our 500,000 block season goal. Continuing on towards our destination with music enabled for the first time in this series' history. Actually, that's not quite true. We had music for a time, I think, in episode like 2. I put music on, but that was a while ago. 3 years almost, actually. So 2,000 more blocks to go, and then we will finish up. Hopefully without a Maddie this time. Speaking of Maddie, we should probably make a spawn point, since we are a fair distance out, and make it day. So we're going to put a bed down and upgrade our spawn. Beds are pretty easy to make, so we're not going to worry too much about losing beds. Plus we can get them, I think we can still get them inside of some structures. Though I might be wrong about that. I don't know. moving forward. A little over 1,000 blocks to go. And we will end probably exactly the way we started. Honestly. In one of these villages on the water. Quite well. Let's fly through this top here. There we go. Whoosh. Oh, we have a bit of an island going here. 1,000k to go. This is quite neat. There's 2 points. Nothing dramatic. Quite cool. Nice flat. And land. Is that an island or is it a proper continent? Looks like it's just an island. It's all good. Do they have beds in here now? No, they seem to have replaced it with snow. Yeah, that's too bad. There used to be beds in those, but since they changed beds to 2 blocks long, they've kind of changed the way that works. Let's see what we got going. We're almost to our 60,000 block destination for the episode, so let's just find a spot to land soon. We may have to do this in the ocean for the first time ever. Build a pillar. Do we have enough blocks? Nope. That's okay. Did Ted not remove the dirt from my inventory? Weird. Maybe I just dug a lot more dirt than I needed. Probably likely. Okay, so coming close. Oh, there's a spot to stop. Ice flat. Oh, the old music's back. Interesting. I remember the log saying that that was the case. Alright, ending very close. Very close to our end. Let's see. Here we are. 260. Put our teleporter down. Bed down. Sign here. 260. Okay. And that is our destination reached for today. That will be concluding the stream as shown. So I want to thank everyone who came out. We had a lot of viewers this time. And it was nice having conversations again in the chat. I'm excited to see the Discord challenges that are supposedly coming up. And as Kevin Tipa says in chat, great progress today. This is our best progress ever. This episode is the most progress we have ever done in an episode. We made 60,000k today. In the last one we did 50,000k, and the one before that was about a little over 30-some thousand k in the one before that. So maybe even 40k in the last one. So we're upgrading our progress each day. We might even try for 70,000 in the next one. Probably not, but it's good to know that it's possible. In the next stream, we will definitely be making it all the way to 300k. Definitely. So that'll happen the day after tomorrow, because I skip a day after each stream. Yeah. New problems we may have. Signs are getting increasingly difficult to be legible, so we may have to put signs this direction now, so as to be less lagged by the impending kraken that has enveloped our saw shield and is spreading to the entire land. So yeah, with all of that in mind, I'm Lumpology. Next stream, day after tomorrow, 300k is our destination. We've walked 60,000k today. Sorry, not 60,000k, 60k. We've walked 60k today in just 2 hours and 30 minutes. So, Freak Gamer says, great video as always. Bye bye Lump. Bye Freak Gamer. Thank you all for coming out. That concludes this stream.